Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes. So, students, welcome, students. So today we have Mr. Hitesh Bacha, and he is senior dimensional engineer in Tata Motors with 3.4 years of experience. He is a mechanical engineer, and he is using Team Center Visa.
VCVC. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome, sir. Welcome to our channel, and thank you for coming, sir.
Yeah. It's a pleasure to coming here. Please.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so with your kind permission, shall we start, sir?
Yeah, we can. Please.
Yes,
Go
yes.
ahead.
So, sir, I'm really excited to know about your journey, means how it all this started and how you started it being an di dimensional engineer and how you. I want to know your journey actually.
Okay, so it will started like after during the COVID. Before COVID, I was a design engineer. So I had done the courses in CAD Center where I got a job as a design engineer also. But during that course, I came to know about this 3D CS means Swiss VC GD&T language, which I have learned in CAD Center. So I
Okay.
was very curious about this language, what this language is used for, GD&T, and I started exploring about it. So I came to know several things, and I attended one seminar on by Ben Rees on website. It's 3dcs.com. So
Okay.
on that, it is a software 3dcs, but it is used the GD&T. So from there, I got to know about this domain, what this domain is called. This domain is actually in a baby stage in India. So in COVID, during February 2019, almost sorry 2020, I got to know about this and I started learning about it. So on a preliminary level, I understand the GD&T language basic and started exploring the softwares. So after that, I updated my resume and I started giving interview for this process. So I got selected in Mahindra and Mahindra in Chennai there, and I worked there for 2 years, and then I came to in Tata Motors. So my experience of total 3.4 years in that, almost 2 years and 8 months is of damage engineering, and remaining is of design engineer as a plastic product design engineer.
Okay. So in motors, Chennai, you said your job
Yeah,
location was Chennai.
Mahindra
So
Mahindra Chennai.
yeah, Mahindra and Mahindra. So what is your job role there?
Okay, so
Designation. Yeah.
yeah, so my designation was as a junior there, junior engineer in Mahindra and Mahindra. So my responsibilities, work responsibilities are like, so before that I will give to brief description about this, what is damage engineering is exactly,
Hmm.
and what is the scope of it in India, and what are the prerequisites for it required. So we will start with the its scope and what is damage engineering is, and there I will explain my job role also in that, what job role I have done in junior level and then senior level also. So we'll start with the job description, sorry, damage engineer background. So in damage engineering, it is nothing but we perceive quality, means we improve the quality of the vehicle. So if you consider if a vehicle is expensive, for example, if you see a Mercedes Benz is there,
Hmm.
uh, so in that you will see that the you will see very less noise while closing the door. Even
Hmm.
you will feel that it is very seamless design. You will also see what are the curves are there on the vehicles are always in line.
Hmm.
So in that, this is just one of the part. So what we ensure is we ensure the fitment of the vehicle is perfect. It will always means most of the time, 90% or time, we will make sure that vehicle will get built properly and the rejection of the parts will be reduced. So before the dimension engineering, it was introduced by Ford in
Hmm.
around 2000 in 2000s in India, and after that, gradually Mahindra and Tata Motors has opted it in 2010 onwards. So before that, there was no much exposure regarding to this domain. So this is in a baby stage in India, this dimension
Okay.
engineering. So
Hmm.
which has a very big scope in future, and it has a very big potential as it is not only limited to automotive industry. It also you can also go into the aviation industry, medical industry, where as long as we are making the products, the
Hmm.
quality will be means this job role will be there as a quality is
Okay.
important. And now moving forward to my job descriptions, what are the roles I have done in Mahindra and Mahindra, now in Tata Motors, I will explain that. So in Mahindra and Mahindra, I was responsible for the first of all creating a GD&T values, means
Hmm.
giving the GD&T drawings and all. Then after that, I was responsible for the making the gap and flush values. Gap and flush is very simple, I will tell you.
Hmm.
So if you have any product, I will see. So if you see, this is a boat AirPods.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see, it has a very thin line. If you see here,
Yes.
so every time, whenever these are the two parts, this is one and this is the case is second. Okay,
Yes.
so every time whenever the boat is producing this
Hmm.
fitment here, if you see in
Hmm.
the background, it
Yeah.
will make sure this fitment and this whole or what are the fitment strategy they have used
Hmm.
will work every time and will always give this much gap so that the water will not go inside and it will not damage the earphones also. So
Yes.
this we make sure.
Hmm.
So this is you call is a gap. So if you see a thin line, you will not maybe you will be able to see
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the thin line is there. So
Hmm.
it makes sure that this is called a gap. So in a vehicle level, I will tell you, if you see a
Hmm.
door with the fender, so there is a gap is there. So that gap, what is the minimum gap should be there? What are the values should be there? That we will make sure. So there are total in job role, this job role in damage engineering, there are total 10 parameters are there.
Okay.
So junior level, we get to know about the 3 to 4, and as long as you
Oh,
get senior, so those job roles, means those responsibilities are increased on you. They will expose exposure we will get regarding
oh,
to that.
okay. So dimensional, your profile is very important for as a mechanical engineer.
Yes,
Yes. And now उस पे बहुत जॉब ओपनिंग्स आ रही है मार्केट में, मतलब अभी तक वो एक्सपोजर नहीं है, आपने कहा जैसे कि वो
yes.
व्हाट वर्ड यू सेड,
Dimension engineering exposure, the scope,
या बेबी स्कोप
baby
समथिंग,
stage, baby
या
stage,
बेबी
it
स्टेज,
is
यस
stage.
बेबी स्टेज, यस. सो मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटी ज्यादा है उसमें अभी.
Yes, during I will give you a small experience of mine.
हम्म. हम्म.
While searching a job from Mahindra to other companies, I have to approach to HRs because even HRs didn't know that this role is existed around 1 year ago. That what is a
ओके.
damage engineering is.
ओके.
So this is the baby stage. That's why it has a very small community of
हम्म.
damage engineering completely. All the companies employees are know each other. So it is very small community. So it is going to be big for sure coming years. So it has a very
Yes.
big scope.
So okay. And which softwares you are using for that, for your job role?
Okay, so in India, I will explain all the softwares, means their names and which companies are using those. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you come with the Mercedes-Benz, Tata, Mahindra and Mahindra, and Renault, Nissan, then
Hmm.
Stellantis, all
Hmm.
those etc. companies are using the 3DCS software,
Hmm.
three-dimensional control system. Its
Hmm.
full name is 3DCS. Three-dimensional control system is a long form, and 3DCS is a short form.
Hmm.
And the companies which are like Ford, Tata Motors are using the Team Centers sub software is VSVSA.
Okay.
So these two softwares are used, and the Volvo is using the 3TOL, 3C
Hmm.
tall or RDNT, you can say. So these are the three softwares. Now I came across to this.
Okay. And how yours, how these softwares are working, means what work is done on these softwares?
Okay, so what I will, with an example, I will tell you. So, for example, if I have a means, I will not go as most of the people will not able to get the complicated example. I will do one thing.
Hmm.
I just need to find one thing. Okay, so consider you have a mouse there, right?
Yeah.
So this is a mouse.
Yes.
So in this, what I will do in a software, I will build this mouse
Yes.
properly. So after building this mouse, I will do the variations. Means I will put the tolerance values in it.
Hmm.
Then I will put some what are the real life scenarios, and I will try to find out key whether this mouse will get built every time. What are the parameters has company set?
Hmm.
Okay, it's called benchmarking standards. So
Okay.
according to benchmarking standards, will this part, will this mouse will assemble or not? Okay, before even producing the part, even prototype also we will check on a software. So this is how these softwares are used to reduce the cost. Means just understand, if I produce a part on a prototype level also, if I don't do this scenario on software, every time the prototype will not build according to what I require. So every time, whenever you see, for example, expo, you see Tata expos, sorry,
Hmm.
what we say is auto expos. So in auto
Hmm.
expos, you see the prototype vehicles. So
Yeah.
every prototype vehicle is costing, it's much more. Means if
Hmm.
the vehicles on-road vehicle is 10 lakhs, I'm just
Hmm.
saying approximately, maybe
Yes.
it is goes up to 30 lakhs rupees for one
Yes. Yes.
vehicle prototype.
Yeah.
So in order to reduce the cost of the company, cost saving for a factor, what we do, we build the prototype in these softwares, and we will check how the vehicle will look, whether the gap and flash values, the parameters are set are correct or not. So this what we do. So there are several things are there, like well nut feasibility, gap and flash is correct or not, then whether the parts are matching the holes or not,
Hmm. Hmm.
two parts are coming together, and through those bolt and nut is going. So
Hmm.
whether that bolt and nut will go or not, what will happen on the vehicle plant level where the vehicle is building. So on a assembly line, whether this part will get assembled exactly or not. This is how we decide. We fix it. If there is an issue, we will resolve it before the prototype building.
Okay. Okay. Great. So, what are the usual work profiles in designing and in your field, in mechanical field?
Can you please
So,
repeat? Yeah.
okay. So, my question was, what are the usual work profiles in designing field?
Okay, so in designing field, as you can see, fixture design is from apart from my domain, I will tell you.
Yeah.
Uh, there is a fixture design is also there. Simultaneous engineering is also there. A role is there,
Hmm.
where plant designing is also there in mechanical field, which I came to across in Tata Motors. There are various roles in BIW domain also. Not only BIW parts designing, so there are
Hmm.
also several things that whether the part's feasible or not, product quality is there, perceived quality engineer is also there in mechanical engineering, where you require the basic knowledge of software, also basic knowledge of GD&T and design software's knowledge. As you consider as CAD Center is teaching them, one of them
Yeah.
is SolidWorks. Uh, then we can consider CATIA and
Yeah.
all. So designing softwares are required, basic knowledge and basic communication skills. Those are required.
Yes. 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 So, if any fresher want to do career in dimensional engineering, so what practical skills he have to upgrade in himself?
Okay, if we will categorize them, if
Yeah.
the person is after the graduation, if he is coming there,
Yeah.
so we'll start with the guy who is in third year of engineering
Hmm.
and join the CAD center, for example. We'll consider that.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
when he join the CAD center, what he requires, as I know with
Hmm.
my experience, that CAD center is already taking care of what are the interview process is required, basic level.
Yes.
What are the and in the third year starting, they do all the things, and rest is he has to improve his communication skills, which is taking care of the CAD center. Then software skills of designing and what the softwares are required. At least its basic knowledge is required, and the projects, which I came to know that the CAD center of BBWD is doing those all these other centers, that it is doing the projects and taking means those projects are done by the students. I have seen
Yeah.
some of the projects in YouTube also
Yes.
and the
Yes.
websites also. So, which is also the prerequisites is required. That you should have done at least one or two projects by yourself, whether it is regarding to model building also
Hmm.
in dimension engineering, whether using the 3DCS software or VCSA, any of the software. You have a basic knowledge. It's it is required. At least
Hmm.
building model building should be there. Next
Hmm.
is GD&T language, which is already, I think so. Even when I joined the CAD Center for the courses, even they have provided me in 2017 itself the basic GD&T notes. At that
Yes.
time, no
Yes.
one was giving those notes and all. So that is also a plus a head point. So GD&T knowledge is there. Even my teacher has professor who has taught me there, also given me the knowledge regarding to it, regarding GD&T knowledge.
Yeah.
So GD&T language, which I have learned, and from there maybe you can say that that professor has changed my life, and he has given me the GD&T language knowledge by just as a fun, and as he was interested in it, and he given me that knowledge while he
Okay.
taught me as an extra point, and that changed my life actually. So
Yeah.
thank you to the CAD center, that professor. Yes. So these are
Yes.
the prerequisites we can say. And if it is a graduate, he has done he has graduation done, then also same for him also. Someone is changing his domain
Hmm.
from designing to dimension engineering.
Yeah.
So he should have a basic knowledge, plus at least he should have basic level of manufacturing processes knowledge, which is already is given by the engineering colleges on a third year or fourth year and second
Okay.
year also. So that is a prerequisite. So he should have, and rest is similar as the graduate person is done. He should have known the software basic level, should done the model building, and should have basic knowledge of GD&T language and
Okay.
communication skill should be improved.
Okay. So in GD&T language, dimension and drawings, tolerance, dimension, all these points are important.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there are ways of expressing tolerances is there, IT grades are there. Then also some GD&T rules are there. So
Yes.
that rules are followed by you, by your company, or these rules are only theoretical and not using practical way. So these rules are important for any practical,
Knowledge.
what we can say, yeah, practical knowledge or practical.
Practical.
Yes.
Yes, it is required. These are the practice. See, GD&T language as a standards. So
Yes.
ASME is the society which from there we got to know about GD&T languages are there. So why 14.5? Why
Mm.
14.5? So after that 2009, 1994
Four. Yeah.
and 2018. So yeah, so these are the standards are there. Now it depends on the company which companies are using which standards, either it is 1994 or 2009. So it is very easy to use because 1994, 2009 and 2018 does not have that much of level of big difference. It is on a very minor level of differences are there. For example, 14 symbols are used in 1994. In 2018 two symbols are reduced in GD&T
Okay.
language.
Yeah.
So this is the smaller differences there. Either you learn a 2018 or 1994 does not gonna make a huge difference on a beginner level.
Okay.
So these
Okay.
are the ASCP standards are available on internet also, and actually those are also provided by CAD Center in that book.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is already yeah.
Yeah, and maximum material condition of a feature of size and least material condition of feature of size. These points are also considered while you are designing.
Yes, yes. See, GD&T language used on a job profile is
Hmm.
used when you are giving the tolerances values to the of any part. For example, any panel is there, BIW level, single panel.
Hmm.
So on a single panel, its hole is there, its slot is there, means is datum scheme we call.
Hmm.
Datum scheme is nothing but if how to fix that part on a fixture.
Hmm.
On a simple level, I will tell. Ki even if you're sitting on a chair,
Yeah.
so it has a, we know that it has a 6 degrees of freedom, three rotational and three axial.
Yeah.
So yeah, so same way, so single part is there. How the part will fixed on a fixture means how the part will fix on a vehicle. So that fixture is nothing but a, it is a pre-scenario how the
Hmm.
part will fix on a vehicle. So we decide that we give a datum scheme to it on a real life in GD&T in dimension engineering role.
Hmm.
GD&T language is used there. What are the tolerances I will give there?
Okay.
Whether it is a profile of surface. So if you consider its surface is smooth.
Hmm.
So what will happen if I give a 1.0 profile surface here? If I give zero point 0.5 of profile surface on this surface, what will the result?
Hmm.
So we will check that what are the standards are set by the company because these are the prerequisites. There must be a question for junior level people that how can you decide the tolerances value? How can you decide what will happen if I give a 2.0 value? What will
Hmm.
happen if I give 1.5 value? So don't worry about it. Those standards, every week, every company has its standards. So in a prerequisites level, when you join the company, they will give you the basic training. What are the company standards are there, which I cannot disclose as
Hmm.
it's due to the company's norms and rules.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so if those trainings are provided by the company, so don't worry about those. For this is the answer for those people who are questionable that what value should I provide. So what values I can give. So you should have basic tolerances are there. So in drawing creation, we require.
Okay.
GD&T drawing creation is a different thing, and regular part drawing creation is a different thing.
Yeah. So, okay. Can you elaborate these things? Why these both things are different?
Okay, so if you see, if a part, as we done practice in at home also in CAD software, if a junior level any student will come and he design a part and he create a drawings.
Yeah.
In a college level, these are the drawings are teach that this is a length, this is a width, this is a height, this is a diameter of the hole.
Hmm.
But in GD&T, what we do, we provide whether this part is actually made,
Hmm.
what is my manufacturer's capability. That is also the training is provided through the company. Okay,
Okay.
don't worry about that. So those manufacturing level, what is the manufacturing capability of that manufacturer, whether he will be able to produce the part within the tolerance which I have given. So that communication is there, that contract is formed. So coming to the point of drawing creation of GD&T level. So what we do, we will provide these holes are there, its diameter is 8.
Hmm.
What will happen if I will what will it provide a size tolerance?
Yes.
Size tolerance is like I will give a diameter of 8 plus 0.20.
Hmm.
So what will happen? I am telling to the manufacturer
Hmm.
that if this hole is produced in 8 means diameter of 8 till 8.2, it is acceptable. You
Okay.
don't have to produce the part every time at diameter 8. Now this sentence which I have said, you don't have to produce, because nobody can produce a part at the exact dimension every time, because
Yes. Yes.
wear and tear is there. The drill machine will wear out, this whole size will change. So we provide an acceptable range,
Hmm.
that every time this is a range is provided by the company. That part on a drawing we mention that this is a dimension is provided by the company, will do the work.
So where we are, where we was. Uh,
So I was there like while what is the difference between the actual drawings what we have produced and the regular drawings which we create and the dimensioning GD&T drawings. So in GD&T drawing, nothing difference is we provided tolerance values in those. We use a CATIA's or SolidWorks, any different software. We use the annotation workbench. By using the annotation workbench, we provide those drawings. In those drawings, we provide those values. So this is the
okay.
difference between them. We do not provide the regular dimensions, like its width is 27, its diameter is this. After the diameter, we provided DRF, means datum reference frame. Datum reference frame, in that we provide a use. You have seen these 14 symbols: position,
Yeah.
angularity,
Hmm.
perpendicularity. So these are the symbols are there. So we from there we provide this what is the actual is given, means for example, if I provide a positional tolerance with a diameter of zero point 0.5 maximum material condition, and with respect to datum A, datum B, and datum C. So there is a long description regarding to this. GD&T language is nothing but it is an interpreter between
Hmm.
the designer and the manufacturer.
Okay.
What designer is required, we interpret that language in manufacturing person's understanding. So we are the interpreter in between them. So in GD&T language, what for example, you cannot say ki every time you have seen, must you must be if so manufacturing capability as we are there. So manufacturing capability itself, if manufacturing capability is there, after that we what we is this basic difference is nothing but that we provide tolerances values in GD&T by using the workbench of annotation in CATIA, in SolidWorks, in every software it is there, NX, CAD, and different softwares are there. Okay, so in those softwares we use the annotation workbench to create a GD&T drawing. It's very basic and simple thing, and the tolerance values we provide. And in regular drawing we use third angle view, first
Hmm.
angle view. So and we create a its side view, LHSV, RHSV, what drawings we in engineering drawing we use, those drawings we create in softwares. So this is the difference between these.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you for your valuable information, sir. So my question now, next question is the what are the challenges as now you are senior uh, dimensional engineer. Yeah, right. So what are the
Dimension.
yeah, so what are the challenges or problems faced by you while dealing with the freshers, while dealing with your juniors?
As of now, I will not say the challenges on things, but as they should, as everybody, not everyone, but
Hmm.
they should ask more questions.
Yeah.
Very few people, due to that, they just joined. So few of them are scared of what will the people will think about them.
Hmm.
Those things are there. So they should ask more questions on a personal level.
Hmm.
These are personal things are there, and then I will come to the professional level questions. So they should ask more questions. They should be more open up. Do not fear of learning anything, and should have better communication skills and communicate with the people, because communication skills plays a very vital role
Yeah.
while doing the job and those things. So coming to the professional level, as a job role, they should have a basic level of knowledge of software.
Hmm.
Should know what software is used for, what are the tools bar commands are there, how can you build a model as much as fast as you can. That's the
Hmm.
basic level things. Should have a I will tell you regarding dimension engineering, so and design engineer also, should have a GD knowledge,
Hmm.
basic level of tolerance stack up knowledge also, software knowledge regarding to the VSA, then 3DCS, as well as there is a very contradicting part is there. If you think that you have to only use this software 3DCS and then you will become a damage engineer, no. You should also have a knowledge of design engineer also of basic level, and you should have the knowledge of software of designing like CATIA, because what are the drawing work we do, it is still the same. It is not done in 3DCS or all the software. The drawing
Hmm.
drafting work should be strong, and this designing workbench of part design, surface design, sketcher, these are the workbenches are there. They should have the knowledge regarding to it, so that on a very if the part is, why I'm telling this, if the part is not able to, for example, if you're doing a practical case study, sorry, practice case study, okay, on a
Hmm.
company, because I do that a lot, to understand and explore the new things. So if I didn't know the basic design software, how can I have to wait for other person to design it and then he will give it to me, and so no, in company people are busy,
Yeah.
so they will not do the work just for your sake and design a part for you, which is not for the company.
Hmm.
So you should have that knowledge, basic level, and so if you have that knowledge, you will produce a part, you will design it, and you will immediately transfer it to your 3DCS or your damage engineering softwares, and there you can do the gap and flush and its feasibility case studies and all, and you can produce there. Then coming to the prerequisites, as your question, should have done at least one or two projects so that you can explain to the interviewer and they will confident about you. Yeah, I can invest in this guy and he has that knowledge, so he has done something. So these are the things, prerequisites are required, and challenges are that in interview process they are lacking to explore. I mean, sorry, explain themselves that what are the things they have done,
Hmm.
except the college degree, except the software knowledge, like what are the projects they have done. They should explain them very briefly, and should be able to explain them from an interview point of view and in job role also, because it is nothing but these are the same scenarios are happening in real life, in real job role. So these are the questions are arising. Are, sir, I haven't done it.
Hmm.
Sir, I haven't done any projects.
Hmm.
But at least if that guy has a basic level of knowledge, has done any one project which
Hmm.
is done by CAD Center, like I think so, they every student must have gone through three or more than four projects, because I have seen those on websites also of
Yeah.
and so in that they should have basic knowledge of these things. One is the project knowledge,
Hmm.
one is software knowledge, because in those if it does not have, it will be questionable for me because I have to teach them then.
Yes.
It is time consuming. So these are the challenges which I have faced on a junior level.
Okay, okay. So I want to know, in your company, you are the senior dimensional engineer. So what is your team size, and what is your daily schedule? Means what you do in daily schedule?
So I will not go into the details of the.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
I'm not able to disclose the team members and all also. So not
Okay,
neither there. But if you consider, it's a very big team of more than 25, 30 people. Okay.
okay.
So coming to the point, our daily routine is nothing but the what are the see there are three stages.
Hmm,
If you consider a dimension engineer role is from the scratch. For example, there are the stages of the projects.
hmm,
So one is initial stage in a prototype level where the idea is there,
hmm,
only idea. So then the prototype is made, the vehicle's design is done on a digital level. So the digital data will come. Then we do that. This is the from scratch if we are creating a new project. Okay. So from the start, after the production of the vehicle also, some vehicles have some issues. So identify those issues, resolve those on a software level, and produce a solution for this. This is the work we do. We check the feasibility also. The dimension engineer role is to checking the feasibility, checking the parts, its fixture designs, fixtures are qualifying the parts or not. So these are the several parameters are there. So during those 10 parameters, we do the work. Then coming to the point, if on a regular basis level, if someone is joining in the middle of the project, if
okay.
someone joins the company in the middle of the project, so what are the work responsibilities of his? What will the that will be decided by his team leader and manager.
Hmm,
So coming to the point of in a mid someone joined. So what is this? What is there is we on a current level means if the vehicle is producing on that level, if someone some issue is there, some part is not uh, assembling on a assembly line.
hmm,
If you have seen on a Nat Geo, there are lots of even the Tata Nexon's EVs
yeah.
assembly line complete vehicle production is shown in there. So if on this line, if something is happening and some welding and some if you see the nut part is not assembled at the exact location what is required. So what is the issue there? We identify those and try to do that in software level on a digital level and produce a solution for that. We provide the solutions to them. So these are the somewhat responsibilities are there. This is just a brief, sorry, not I will say this is just a glimpse of the work what we do.
Okay, 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 sir. Yes, sir. If you can explain, then explain a particular project and tell us the role of softwares in that project, if you can.
Yeah, I will take a general project.
Yeah,
So consider consider a vehicle. Okay,
yeah,
that vehicle. If you see, if you're sitting in the vehicle
hmm,
or on a steering wheel, so
yeah,
you can see the your display
hmm,
of screen. Then some knobs are there. Your completely instrument panel means where the AC vents and everything is attached there. Okay, so whatever issue you feel that.
hmm,
So just from a customer point of view, just imagine that if while doing that and if you see your finger is going there,
hmm,
big gap is there, you will see "Arey, यहाँ पे means here something is fitment issue is there.
yes,
So consider if a fitment issue is there, for example, between the screen and the above AC vents. Completely AC vents, either you consider a Maruti Suzuki or any
hmm,
other vehicle. So displays there, even if you consider a Wagoner also,
hmm,
there are attachable displays are coming there. So
hmm,
displays there, and above there the small gap is there. And other example, if you consider bonnet is closing, whenever you open the hood
yeah,
of the vehicle where the
hmm,
engine compartment is using, and
hmm,
you will close that.
hmm,
So
yeah,
on so from the top point of view, you will see the bonnet and fender,
hmm,
left hand side and right hand side. The
hmm,
thin line is there, gap is there.
yes, 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 yes,
Yeah. So consider that point if on a one side, on a RH side, right hand side,
hmm,
the gap is more. So how can I consider that case study? So my objective is to reduce that gap. And why the gap
okay,
is coming there more, on the left hand side, it is correct. On the right hand side, it is more. So why it is there?
So I have to identify that. So coming to the fitment issue, because everything is going to be assembled. So what I will see on my engine compartment BIW level, where the hood mountings means our hinges are there, you will see the locking mechanism like this. It's open
Yes.
like this.
Yeah.
So this hand is my engine compartment, BIW level, and this is my hood. So this is opening
Hmm.
here. So I will check here whether this fitment is done properly or not, whether there the holes are bigger size are produced or whatever it is. So on a software point of view, coming to the software point of, I now I know what is my objective. The gap is more, so I have to make sure key what is the minimum and maximum value is coming there. I have to identify that in worst case condition and normal conditions. Means I will tell you also that. So worst case condition is if the product is produced is, for example, I have given a diameter of 8.2 is a size. So 8.2, it is produced at extreme level. What is the maximum gap there? And if the part is produced at 8 what is the minimum gap is there? So there are two ways to find out. One is to by doing the tolerance stack up, by doing a
Okay.
hand calculations of 1D level. Those are, if someone having a doubt regarding to it, what is the tolerance stack up and 1D calculation is there, its charts are available on Google also. So
Hmm.
one can someone is seeing this, then they can find out.
Yeah.
Then coming to the, I will get one value.
Hmm.
Then on a software level, I will take those models on 3DCS or any other CSS software, my damage engineering softwares. I will recreate and mount those, and I will provide the tolerances at that level. So what I will do, what I will see the simulations of that
Hmm.
hood,
Hmm.
how much maximum minimum gap, I will get the results according to it. So now, if the gap is more, I will see if the whole size, whole tolerances for the whole tolerances given 1.4 or 1.2. So whether I will be able to reduce the tolerances or not. What are the tolerances make tolerance change should I make? Tolerance values should I make change so that my gap will be reduced and my vehicle design will look feasible, seamless on even side. So this is what we do. This is the project is there. So we provide the values to the manufacturer and we will tell them that this is the maximum and minimum you can go. This is the values you have to provide. I can guarantee you that the vehicle will, the design gap will be seamless after this. Like this is a solution we provide.
Okay. Okay. Now I understood. Means the
We
the
do.
thing is very small, but you have to work very long time on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Great, sir. Great. Thank you for giving such important information to us, and thank you for coming, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pleasure that you have invited me, and
Yeah.
I'm very happy to share the knowledge. And I think so. From I would like to add this because I
Hmm.
have gone through the experience of CAD Center.
Hmm.
If that person means if the CAD Center does not have provided me those, even I have not opted for the GD&T language.
Hmm.
Just by going one step ahead, my teacher has taught me on a
Hmm.
personal level by going ahead of him, not only just like teaching to the softwares only, but they are providing the extra knowledge also.
Hmm.
And due to that extra knowledge, I come to know about this domain. So if
Hmm.
just imagine if someone has not given me that knowledge, I have not come to across this, and I'm not the stage where I'm right now. So I'm
Hmm.
very thankful to CAD Center also that to the my teacher and CAD Center that they are providing me the notes and extra going one step ahead to teach the students.
Yes, sir.
So,
Sure, sure. Thanks to you, sir. And it was very great time with you, sir. Whatever you have said, whatever you have uh, give the experience of yours, it will helpful for our precious students, sir.
yeah.
Thank you for coming here, sir. Very good.
Thank you for. It's a very great meeting with you, and
Yes,
have a nice day.
yes, sir. Have a good day.